Back to turn 14 then, and he pretty much attacked me where he had troops. He broke 1 or 2 units as far as I can see there, and annoyingly 1 or 2 of his troops that were behind our lines have sorted themselves out, so we're going to have to actually start dealing with them now as well. I suppose it's pretty realistic, but not realistic at the same time. So we're going to have a look at our northern sector, and we can see that bloomin' cavalry, those heavies have pulled through, but they're right in front of those horse artillery. Might have to pull them back, might risk it, and have a go at them. We'll see, we will see. Along here he had some troops that have sorted themselves out and had an attack, local attacks, nothing major. Along the centre it looks like they're still pushing back further west in those woods, and they sorted themselves out there, the Somersets. Brave men, there are only 40 of them left. They deserve a medal. Oh no, they didn't, beg your pardon, they didn't, but they're still there, they haven't gone anywhere. That cavalry sorted itself out as we kind of thought it might do, so we're going to have to make sure we keep our supply wagons safe and try and deal with these guys as well. We're keeping a line here, and in the south, those Germans, they broke. Absolutely no surprise, maybe I had my hopes were too high for them, so they broke, but we've got 2 units on their flanks, it's not the end of the world. He's pulled all his batteries out there. Okay, he doesn't really know how to use his batteries, Mr. Questa. So we'll deal with that. It's a bit of a mess down there, but we will deal with it accordingly. Right, up we go to the north, as always. It's all about the cavalry at the minute, so as far as I can see, they are in square, a nice target for artillery, but it certainly is all about this cavalry. It's the big threat there, they're heavies, they're disordered, but there's still a decent number of them. So, I'm going to leave my horse artillery there. It's got skirmishers protecting it, they are disordered, and that was the 63rd line that broke, or the 1st Brigade. We do have this cavalry here that I'm going to bring up and line up for a flank attack should these heavies actually go across the river and successfully attack them. I don't mind losing some guns for the sake of half a dozen guns. They've lost nearly 40 guns for goodness sake. I haven't lost any yet, so I'm going to use them as a little bit of a sacrificial lamb and lay a trap. He might not take it. Certainly a human player probably wouldn't, but it is the AI, so we'll see what happens. So we're going to open up with our artillery. Take 17. Also the light guns up here can have a go. Not too many, not too many. Alright. Where are we here? So bring our skirmishers down the slope, and our line troops down the slope. And bring them up here. Finally we take that victory point. And spread our cavalry out on top of the ridge and provide overwatch on Wellington and I suppose Questa, some of his troops as well, on his line of retreat, ready to pounce as and when we can. To that effect, we'll bring these cavalry over the river as well. And then we'll have to deal with these skirmishers here now. So we broke some of these Spanish units, and we broke the Brits as well. So we'll go forward and we will melee just to get them out of the way. So we'll push them back and we'll give them a go with volley fire as well. Skirmishers, I don't want them to get mixed up with all this behind. They're my vanguard. I want them to have a look at what's ahead and give me some pre-warning. Almost acting as scouts, but more of a vanguard than scouts. So what have we got here? Got a lot of cavalry there, but so have we. Got a lot of supply wagons there. Not the end of the world if we capture them or not, although it is some helpful points. They fired. They melee, no, so we'll have a go at them. And just get them out of the way. Okay, so we push them back. Our cavalry here are hussars, they're not lined up to charge. Line troops are disordered because of that cavalry there. Tell you what, because that cavalry is a big threat, and we get a chance of defensive fire in the next turn, I am going to fire on the flank of that cavalry, just to chip away at them. Right, Bring that supply wagon out of the way. These guys are sort of annoyingly. They might sort themselves out next turn. I don't have the movement points. Annoying. So the Hussars are going to come back there, about face, and they're ready. If that hex gets captured, they're in a nice position to charge. As are these Lancers. And we're going to bring Victor up to press on that attack should he or should they actually do that. What else have we got now? We're a little bit weak there. I'm going to put them into column. Squares 200 and 400, so we'll have a go at that 400 square. Most numbers there. Bring our skirmish line forward there. Turn these guys around. Advance up a hill without a leader. Probably get disordered. No, happy. So there's not much standing there on that northern flank. Got some decent troops here, so we're going to put them, leave them in column actually. There's only 80. Column's better for melee in any way. And have a crack. So we managed to push them back. Now we do have some dragoons that are ready to charge, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, just to take these King German Legion off the map. Not everybody. So actually, have a look at who we got there, because we got mixed up last time. So we got Durenborg with his 2nd Brigade. He's only got those dragoons, but 14th dragoons are ready to go. So we're going to charge with them. Take those King German Legion, and pretty much nearly wipe them off the face of the map. Happy days. These guys are ready to go against the 100s. And as are the 14th Dragoons, so we're going to get quite a big charge here. That's what I mean about cavalry acting as a rear guard. It's useful for situations like this when things get behind you. You can just nip in and hopefully, yeah, we dealt with them. Yeah, why not have a go with these Dragoons? Can't charge, can we? Because we already moved them. Never mind. Carnots are quite tough actually. They've been fighting and sorting themselves out and staying in the fight. But we'll have a go with our skirmishes there. So these first dragoons can have a go with Latour Marburg again. Is there anybody that can actually have fire on them first? Yeah. What, the rifles? Yeah, so they are going to hopefully be wiped off as well. So slowly and surely, wow, isolated, disordered, without a leader, facing away from us, only just into double figures, against, what, near 250 with a general, okay, on the high ground. Dodgy dice roll, if ever I saw one. Never mind, not the end of the world, we'll get them next time. Okay, so we also got some Prince of Wales Irish here, they're also disordered. So we'll have a go with them. Turn these guys around and have a go. So slowly and surely we're pushing them back and chipping away at their numbers. We've got that horse artillery up with us finally, and just to get this detachment of Stuart Brigade, we're going to unlimber those guns and we're going to take them to the top of the stack and fire away. That's it, lethal, never mind. We do have these 9 troops. Just a case of cleaning up our lines now, dealing with anything, all these sort of pockets of resistance that we get. Very wary there, I've just seen all that cavalry's got, and he's still got the guards. The Spanish cavalry haven't really done anything. I doubt we're going to defeat his whole army, but we're going to take enough of them to get that major victory, which looks like we have. Bring you forward, put you into line, and deal with some of these Spanish. So what we've got there, the Murcia Regiment Division. Okay, you fired. You can move forward. I'm going to split these guys up now. and put them into line. And have a go at this King's German Legion. Wipe them off the face of the map. Happy days. Skirmisher, nip up, take the victory location. So who's fired and who can? You stay where you are because you are disordered. So blowing a little bit. And we start to move these troops forward. These are the fresh troops that we had last time. And they've got low ammo, but I have a supply wagon coming up. These guys have sorted themselves out, but they are pretty tired still. They exhaust everyone. See how we get to the last turn or two. I might just wave my hat and issue an all-out attack. All across the front and just have everybody attack. We'll see how we get on. So, this horse artillery we wanted in the woods. Bring it up and start bringing it to my front line in the woods. Supply wagon, try and keep it on the road if I can. Did forget our artillery up here. So that horse artillery, I'm going to limber that up as well. Bring that to the front line. Bring my cavalry up. Did he sort those skirmishes out? No, not listening to the marshal. These guns, what can they see? Not a lot. And these guns, what can you see? I'll have a crack at that cavalry. These guns here, what can you see? I'll go with the British. Got these guns here. You can see these guys as always. They're getting absolutely blitzed from all sides. Those guards that are mixed up, all bunched up. Don't think we've actually had a face-to-face fight with the guards yet. It's all been artillery fire that's taken them away and they've destroyed them. Fancy that, Wellington in Spain without his guard, or without the guards. Never mind. Alright. Now we've got some artillery here. As always, going to try and chip away at these guys. See, all these units are tied down now just because these guys are stuck, can't go anywhere, and until we actually just wipe them off the face of the map, or they rout and actually just run anywhere, we're tied down. We've got, what, 3, possibly even 4 or 5 units tied down with that lot. Now, we've got these cavalry here, which annoyingly are behind our lines. So we're going to have to deal with these guys. We do have our own cavalry. They are disordered, so we're just going to follow them, make sure they don't get up to much mischief. So what we will do though is turn these guns around, about face, and the Nassau Brigade are going to go have a go and chase down these cavalry as well. Definitely want to get our supply wagons out of the way. Really too much there. And then we've got these skirmishers. Might do the same thing. So get our supply wagons off the road, out of the way as much as possible. Now these are the guys, this massive unit that broke the Germans in the last turn. Now we've got a Harrant Brigade, and okay, they're disordered, but they're on the Spanish flank, as are this large number of Poles. I did bring them back to rest, but they're going to have to get straight back into it. And we'll try a double-sided flank attack. Oof. Oof. Okay. Not the most successful. Spanish are better than I thought. Performing better anyway. Right, all his batteries are down here. Who have we got to deal with them? We've got some line troops. We've got quite a few line troops, but they are disordered. And the way it's going, I don't trust them to actually be able to deal with these batteries. So I'm going to pull you guys across the river just to sit and rest it out for a turn or two. There's 10 guns there, including some unlimbered guns. So we need to get out of the way of them because they can see us on the main road. And we're going to pull our Germans up over there. Now that gun might be able to see them if they unlimber. No, not bad cover. So we got this Cantabria unit here. I'm going to put the guard into line. They disordered last time, sorted themselves out this time. And my dismounted dragoons. And my Van Lini troops. And the Van Lini troops are going to press home and attack just because they've got Chassel there. So we managed to push them back happy days. And what have we got over here? We'll bring our hussars onto that road just to rest up. And these dragoons are acting as a failsafe or a stopgap, if you like, on our left hand, on our left flank. So we got some troops running away there. I'm going to bring these dragoons back just to deal with them, should they pop up somewhere where we don't want them. Got these supply wagons, we did have some units there without any ammunition. Wanted to get the guard out as well. Now, can I get the guard out? Is the next question. What I might do is not really the done thing. You wouldn't go into line formation in a city, but because the game allows us to do it, I'm going to get my guard into line to give the square quite a lot of volley fire. Routed. They routed the guard. Okay, fair enough. We'll deal with that. One guard unit is disordered. Who are these guys? This Mallorca unit. Get this cavalry out of the way then. Just so get them into an open space and turn them around next time so they can actually be of some use. Now, our dismounted troops, we'll get them forward. No, where is the entrance? Sometimes it's hard to find the entrance of these towns. I thought it was right there. Or can they not move in line? It's not allowed to make the requested move. Okay. So, they're going to provide a sort of overwatch on the town then. Plan B. Guards are routed, they can't really go anywhere. Try and bring them back out of the way. So it's not really going to plan here. Might just think about withdrawing troops and let the Spanish come to me. I'm not bothered about taking Talavera, it would have been a nice bonus. But the way it's going here, and it's not going to plan, they just broke the guard. The Germans, as you know, they were German and they were useless in this scenario. And we got quite a few troops and we've got nothing down here. They've got numbers down here. So I think next time, or next turn, I'm going to start a tactical withdrawal and then shore up this gap here. And if they want to, they can come to me, especially for the last 4 or 5 turns. I'm winning. I have the numbers. I've taken an awful lot of them. And I think that's probably the best course of action. It's not all about attacking. Sometimes you've got to have the wherewithal to realise that is a bit of a forlorn hope down there. Or certainly, if it was more turns, I'd definitely pull back, reorganise, and then push on again. In the centre, it's going well. Our line's holding steady. It's getting established, bar this blooming bit in the middle. And in the north, we've finally made contact with the enemy. So, that's the end of turn 14, and I will catch you next time.